What's going on, family? Got a quick share today. I think it's really my main message today is to reach anybody that wants to find inspiration to learn, like if you struggle understanding anything, or if you think, oh, I'm dumb, I don't get it, it's too much for me to think about, I don't. If you find yourself in those kinds of conversations, or those points in conversations, and a part of you genuinely wants to, like, well, I wish I could talk further upon some things. Like, I used to be that way, and like, I have a bunch of books that I would try to attempt to read for so long, and my attention span just wouldn't let me do it until finally I just sat down and I said, I had this Marcus Aurelius book which inspired this writing, but it was the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius, and I told myself, I'm like, you're going to sit down and you're going to read this and you're going to understand it. Simple, like a big endeavor for me at the time. And sure enough, I just took to it real fast. It just really, like, there was these light bulbs popping off in my head where they weren't before, and then all of a sudden it carried over into this obsession. Well, I think what happened first was I finally got the courage to want to keep my focus on what I was reading, and also had the patience and mindfulness to have a dictionary next to me to look up the words that I would just skim over, that you would really, if you skim over them and you read the whole paragraph, that one word changes the whole paragraph if you actually understood what it meant, and so I became obsessed with, through that, just by reading the dictionary and getting caught up on words. When I would pick a word randomly that'd be popping up in my life all the time, and even if I knew and had a decent general understanding of it, I would go look at it in the dictionary, write down its definitions and every part, all of its, everything connected to it, then I would write about it. This is how much I like the words now. And so, to piggyback off that to the writing, transcendent or transcendence was a word that I thought of to, like, well, look this up in the dictionary, and then that became, this is what I wrote about the word transcendent after really learning about it. Because it's crazy, it's just one word. The point is that there's so much detail that this one word can bring about for this whole story. Just one word. All right. But it's called Transcendence. All right, hope you enjoy it. To be transcendent, one who would dissolve a limit. It's a representation of an egoless independent. To transcend is to also begin something new, and the process grows or revolves in whichever direction your awareness allows it to reach. So this brings us to your own awareness. How beautiful you must be, the listener of these words. First, last, and mostly in between, let me explain. For I need you to understand that you should never stand under any man, because you know this once you discover the beauty of language and thought, not just the spoken word, but the essence in which they attempt to reflect. For fun, let's call this essence you. This beautiful intelligence with the power of observation, with the ability to turn difference into relation, and the capability to celebrate almost every moment's occasion. It is all beauty. Also to say it is all you. It is all unity. Language and words, they must be transcended at every single encounter with them, because words are simply sounds and frequencies. So to understand a word's meaning or intent is plenty evidence of a clear visual of you transcending the word or spoken language. This is a beautiful nature to reality, and you are beautiful nature of reality. So I dare one to contend we are made of anything else besides beauty. This is making beauty the true essence of reality. I truly believe that we are all good. We are all beautiful. We are all better than the idea of inequality. You see, this inversion of good has gone misunderstood far too long to our beautiful collective conscious. And it saddens my soul, as anxious as it feels. It feels saddened when in contemplation of inequality here. No matter the class, no matter the race, no matter the face, no matter the faction of belief, no matter the struggles they endured. Just the existence of it saddens me the most. Knowing that humanity would essentially instill a dagger into its own heart and then profit off the sustaining of life through that wounded reality. But know this, my beautiful observers, all of you must transcend this reality into a new one together. You must all collect that inner strength of infinity which beauty enables within all of your souls. It will pierce the veil of illusion and will not be seen as anything else besides beautiful and free. And by free and beautiful, I mean that diversity will not perish. Instead, it will flourish. It will see healthy growth all over the world into all the conscious beauty dwelling in all regions. And we should not be fearful that each region develops its own unique interpretations and wisdoms if they are in light of the beauty engulfing them all. Your body resonates this very lesson. With all the layers of tissue and single independent organs and all the parts that collectively construct your physiology, one of the most beautiful examples of unity through diversity. These lessons are all around us and at all moments of awareness for us to draw inspirations and to essentially create from the essence that is our souls. It's been called imagination or perhaps thought, also known as awareness and contemplation, even consciousness. Whatever word it sounds like, it means nothing without transcending its understanding into beauty like language. This is what it all boils down to and what it builds up for. Beauty. And you, the listener of these words, are that beauty. And you should be eager to spread this beauty with others. So please understand. In creativity, it knows no bounds and it is tied to no limits. Thus, further proof transcendence is always present and happening. So give yourself the proper respect you need to understand just how intelligent you are to speak language. You know, we have a gift, and gifts are meant to be given and shared, but also appreciated and cherished. And we can build a positive reality to represent this whole world. And perhaps hell is just living in ignorance of heaven, and perhaps there are glimpses of heaven here already on earth, because we are already in a beautiful garden. So help me tend it, friends. It's got a lot to show us, and we've got a lot to learn. And to me, that's very exciting, to always be able to learn something to further this gift of awareness. All right, that was my transcendent thought. But I encourage anybody that is really wanting to learn or just try to, it helps with comprehension and everything. It's reading the dictionary, chasing words, because you're going to find words circulate within meanings and they're all tied together, and it's this crazy connection, and it really makes deception pretty impossible on you, and also helps you really see that once that deception has nothing on you, it's like an afterburn, like it's not even in the rear view, it's not even in view, because the only thing in view is the beautiful love that you know is there, that you're seeing. And I can only hope and pray that all of you out there feel it in some way. All right? Love, beauty, and peace for all. For all our peace of beauty and love. God bless.